Greetings, T-Mod back again for another drive time. I just could not put this off anymore with all the comments that I'm seeing and other nonsense that people have been saying. I have always kept it 100 with people. I even made a meme that says, I ain't promising you nothing extra. Nothing but the Constitution. I'm going to treat everybody the same when it comes to my representation in service if I were to be elected. No special treatment for Negroes. No harsher punishment for the racist. Because I don't believe in the hate crime stuff. You know, we have criminal penalties. You commit a murder, send your butt to prison for life. Anyway, I don't want to digress. As always, if you can like it, you can share it. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. But I have lamented rhinos for at least 12 years. Been telling people about them. God has given me a special gift of discernment to be able to look at a person, listen to their words, and then watch their deeds to see if they match. And when they don't match, I know this is what the Bible means when it talks about you will know them by their fruit. Now, some people have none whatsoever. That's why Jesus, when he saw the fig tree, it was supposed to bear fruit. There was none on it. Hell, he snapped his finger and the tree withered away and died. So we do have circumstances like that. People that go and do absolutely nothing, like Joe Biden, 47 years, no good fruit. But you know what? He did give us some bad fruit. He gave us that crime bill of 1994. So I'm not going to relive that. But let me, you know what? Before I get to Marjorie Greene, there was a black guy who committed suicide. And somebody that had been a friend of mine for damn near a decade unfriended me because I made a post that this is a man who took the cowardly way out. I explained how, you know, suicide became against the law because of some BS put out by the Catholic Church, the Catholic Church, you know, calling it the unforgivable sin. But I don't want to get into all that. But she got upset because I said the man took the coward's way out. He had a son. And he killed himself saying, I am sound mind, sound body, but I've had enough. And he killed himself. I have no empathy for him. Well, you can't. It's impossible to empathize with the dead. They can't change their mind. They can't do better. They are gone. And he willingly chose to give up his life because he had had enough. He was a cop. He was in a better position than anybody if he was aware of the dirty underbelly of what cops did, racism, etc., etc. Why didn't you step forth and expose it instead of quitting, leaving your son to grow up fatherless? Hell, we have enough young black males out here growing up without fathers, and you chose to kill yourself. Hell no, I don't feel sorry for him. It would be a waste anyway. He wouldn't care. He has no more concerns, but you can. So, you know, those that are suffering with mental issues, yes, I have empathy for them while they are here. And I pray to God that they go and get help. But if you acknowledge that you know what you're doing and you want to kill yourself, hey, man, have at it. Do you? God will deal with you when you get there. But anyway, putting that aside, I just wanted to cover that because somebody called me heartless. Hell, Jesus is the one that said, let the dead bury the dead. He said that for a reason. All right. Marjorie Greene talked about rhinos. So everybody thinks, this one guy, I'm not going to judge her based on the rhetoric. Damn. I laid out deeds, and I'm going to give you one. There is this guy, and I know he won't care if I mention his name, Chester Doles, who used to be a former KKK member. The man turned his life around. Been nothing but kind to me. Been to my church. We broke bread together. I've been to his home. The whole night. I have no issues with him whatsoever. But anybody in the Republican Party that they thought they could use him against them with, they did. They never used him against me. And I was running. You want to know why? I'm black. And people that know me, you know, my reputation precedes me. What I look like hanging out with a racist. So if I'm hanging out with this alleged racist, either I'm crazy and I'm no fool, or maybe this man has changed his ways. Maybe this man is repentant. And unless I see something different, I am going to treat him like my brother in Christ. I once preached a sermon. Many people think that forgiveness is optional when you're a Christian. Forgiveness is not optional. It is a requirement. Now, that's how I walk, all right? Now, Marjorie Greene and Kelly Loeffler, the globalist, were at an event that I was at where we were all speaking. They had Chester Doles booted. Then Marjorie Greene proceeded to get up on stage and talk about God and how much she loves him. And I got up on stage after she finished and I said, how dare you get up and lecture us about God when you just had somebody kicked out over their past? But that didn't stop you from being photographed with the man, allowing the man to campaign for you to help you get elected, allowing the man to raise money and donate it to your campaign. None of that. But when you saw that the press was about to get down on you, then you had the man booted so that he wouldn't be there at the event. And he was just there at the event, sitting, minding his own business. Was not there promoting himself. Nobody would have even known that he was there unless somebody went and told him. But this is her character. That's who she is. And when I saw that, I knew right then that this woman don't pass a smell test. So I'm talking about a deed. I'm not talking about rhetoric. Now, I knew it wasn't nothing but rhetoric when she started talking about God. How dare you, lady? Then, how the woman won. How she won. The Democrat quit. I said, man, something in the milk ain't clean. The guy done paid the money, done campaign. We damn near to the general election. And he just quit. For what reason? Who made him quit? Wasn't the Republicans. Had to be the Democrats. Make a long story short. Y'all can piece it together however you want to. But I'm going to give you my take. The woman promoted QAnon. I don't give a damn what you call it. All of the many things out there. All right. She did all of that. Said school shootings were fake. Staged. 9/11 inside job. Etc. These are things that she espoused. Now, here is my point. Okay, so let me go ahead and tell you for the record. No, I don't listen to Q. I don't follow QAnon. Any of that. I didn't listen to the boy. Well, his name is Alex Jones. Don't do any of that. I don't believe 5G caused coronavirus. I don't do any of that nonsense. I stick with what I know, what I can see. I used to have old saying, verifiable, undeniable, and documented on government letterhead. That's what I roll with, all right? All that other stuff and stuff that's just plain ridiculous, like flat earth, man, I don't do none of that kind of garbage. There's enough real tangible stuff I can put my hands on that I can focus on to know how to keep it in the middle of the road. And that's how I roll, keeping it in the middle of the road. None of the other stuff. So I never got into all of that. Do I believe that 9/11 could have been prevented and was deliberately allowed to happen? Yes. And I will stand up to it. But this woman deliberately made fools out of her followers who are into that kind of stuff, all right? Then when they were getting ready to strip her from a seat, now, before I get to that, I was the first to step out and say, now, here she is trying to be another Ted Cruz with this thespianism, getting up here and talking about, I'm going to file papers to impeach Joe Biden, knowing damn well it ain't going nowhere. It ain't nothing but theatrics, and I call it thespianism. That's all it is. It will amount to nothing. But everybody will be saying, the Rhino support, oh, she fighting for me. Yeah. We got a true patriot. She up there fighting for me. So I'm watching this woman on national TV. National TV. They are playing where she supported Q. Oh, yes, he is a true patriot. Yeah. Oh, yes, yes. Yeah, and 9/11, the school, they playing it all. Then her words coming out of her own mouth. Well, I'm not perfect. We all make mistakes. Well, what the hell is the mistake? The stuff that you said, is that what you're talking about? Oh, well, yeah, Q, he's all lies. Now, how does that make you feel, Q and QAnon supporters? I keep everybody saying there's a group. I really don't care. I'm just repeating what they say. How does that make you feel as a supporter of hers, now coming out and saying Q is a liar? He told a bunch of lies. How does that make you feel? 9/11 was not an inside job. How does that make you feel? How does it make you feel, a woman who ran on the stuff that you believe in, now standing up there in order to keep her two positions on those committees, telling them rat bastard Democrats, I was wrong and I've learned my lesson. Well, what the hell is the lesson? What is the lesson? I don't know. What lesson did you learn? Not to lie to your constituents in order to get their support? Is that the lesson? Not to believe in conspiracy theories that's always putting out a bunch of stuff that we ain't seen come to light yet? What is the damn lesson that you learned, Marjorie Greene? I don't know. I know one thing. When I recognize impropriety in an individual at the smallest, see, I don't ignore it. When you show me who you are, especially on matters of God, I don't ignore it. And I peeped her whole card back then. Josie Cruz was there. Candace Taylor was up there. Cat Fletcher was up there. I don't know. Remember, I think Michael Bogus was up there. Joshua Mose, they were all up there. Why would I lie? I have no reason to lie. Saw this with my own eyes. Then she backs the globalist Kelly Loeffler and decides to campaign with her. Many of you love Doug Collins. Hell, she didn't support him. Of course, I didn't either. But I sure as hell didn't support or back Kelly Loeffler or David Perdue. When will y'all get it? When will you understand what the hell is going on with these rhinos? I don't understand it. It's frustrating to see people, the excrement right there in front of your face. The woman on national TV. I learned my lesson. This is what she's telling the Democrats to keep her seat. I learned my lesson. Then comes out and does a press conference playing the victim, talking about my own party voted against me. Jesus Christ. And everybody got the tears rolling down their face. She's a true patriot. Y'all, I'm going to tell you this. Y'all are fools. That's what you are. Fools. Fools. When it's right there in front of your face and you still, well, we all aren't perfect. What the hell has this got to do with perfection? I'm not perfect. But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about integrity, damn it. You will get up and say something out of your mouth and then will turn around and say, I was wrong. Now, if you believe something and you're wrong and you're going to make amends for it, fine. You come to that understanding on your own. Yes, we've all done that. But when you stand up and lie to people to get them to do, somebody asked me, well, haven't you told people what they wanted to hear in order to get their support? Hell no. Not once, not ever, nor will I. This is what you get right here. I'm going to keep it straight. I ain't going to lie to you because I ain't promising you nothing extra. And I don't owe you a damn thing but to do what I promised I would run on. That's all I owe you. Nothing else. No special treatment. And I would never lie to you for your support. You either like 100% of the Constitution, 100% of the time, or you don't. See, that's what makes me different from these other rhinos. I will not lie. Look, I could have taken money from the GOP. I could have allowed them to pony me around like the good little Negro carrying water for them. They would have done it all for me. I said no to all of that. That's not who I am. My backbone is straight. Do you understand that? Do you understand it? Look me in my eye. My backbone is straight. I don't bend over and let people ride my back. Nor do I bend over and let them screw me. I just don't do it. And this woman, Marjorie Greene, is a liar. She deceived the people that supported her. And now she's up there acting a fool. When it's coming back to haunt her, she's now disavowing everything that she said, all those things that many of you got behind her on because she espoused those same things. Because she espoused those same things. Now she's saying it was all lies. Who understands what I'm talking about? If you understand what I'm talking about, you better go and tell somebody. I didn't want to make this video, but I'm sick of, I've had people block me. And I remember when I told them about the incident where I spoke up there in North Georgia when she did the thing to Chester Does, people called me a fool. Called me liars. A liar, I'm sorry. See, I just made a mistake, and I admitted it. They called me a liar. They called me a fool. Told me they don't want to have nothing to do with me. If you talking about Marjorie Greene, they blocked me. And here it is right there in their face, and they still blindly following her like little bitty, like little fools. Just like Rhino supporters, they are no better than the Negroes that I know care about, that voted for Joe Biden. The same thing, man. The same thing. Lord, it's a good thing I believe in God. Cause boy, and prayer. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Boy, because you make it want to make, people make you want to just give up on them. Because, this foolishness is, I'm surrounded by it. It's everywhere. People I love, people I don't even know. I can't tell you the number of times I have to tell people, man, I posted this on my wall. I don't know you and you don't know me. But you come on my wall to talk garbage to me on my wall when you could have kept it moving and ignored this. Just like this video, you ain't got to watch this. Quit. Stop. Keep doing what you do. I put this out there because I know that there are some that are going to get it, and there are some that are going to do better. I just put a post out there. You can't have empathy for the dead. It is impossible. And sympathy over the dead, it's a waste of time. All right? Because they cannot change their mind. They cannot do better. But you can. You can do better. And I'm going to suggest that you do. TMOTOFGA, drive time. Till next time. Peace.